This is really for Mark Welsh Piper, but look, here's the American making tea. I actually have a tea kettle, and I'm making it. I'm not going to put it in a mug because I like it to stay hotter today, so I'm putting it in my to-go mug. But you even recommended it, so look, I'm going with some Earl Grey. Of course, it doesn't want to focus. And I will get some Lady Grey soon. So I just want to see I actually know how to make tea. Good enough, huh? Alright, Mark, there you go. Got a little sugar in there. I'll let it steep, right? Isn't that what you call it? Gotta let it steep for like 2 minutes. There you go. American mug of tea. Good afternoon, YTPC. This is Dave, coming to you from Southern Maryland. By the garden clock, it is 3 o'clock on Monday afternoon. Coming to you from the back fire pit. I'm dirty as hell. We're going to talk about how I got dirty and why I stayed dirty. Before too much, there's the meerschaum. And what's in it today? What is in it today is H.H. McBaron Old Dark Fired. I think you're too far away to see it, but I can read it to you. McBaron Old Dark Fired. Come in these beautiful dark flakes. I've done the old fold and stuff method. This bowl is big enough that I use 1.5 flakes to do it. And then as, Ethan teaches us, he breaks them off and uses it as kindling, and that is what I've done. And then I've got a little bit left from the second flake that I will kind of add, I think, as we go along. I've got, it's a little bit breezy out today, almost windy. It's actually nice right now, though. I'm going to give you a rant warning. Because I think I'm going to go on one. I feel like going on a rant. I don't know if you guys ever start out your videos knowing you want to go on a rant. Some of you do go on them, and they're your best. The ones I find the most entertaining. I'm kind of going into this one in a rant mood. So I want to kind of continue on yesterday's conversation about what it is to be a man, a real man. Seemed to land yesterday. A bunch of you made comments. And I think the one that got me the most fired up was probably Ethan's about, we don't talk about real men or what it's like to be a real man anymore in today's world because of this concept of toxic masculinity. I had to go get my smoking jacket because it was actually colder out here than I expected, even with the fire. So I'm filthy because I went and did an honest day's work. I actually went into my car garage or warehouse, the one I showed you guys a few videos ago. And I had a bunch of things I had to do, and it just got me completely filthy. And I went on with my day anyway. I was too dirty to go grocery shopping, but I did it anyway. I was too dirty to go to the post office. I was too dirty to I took my mother-in-law lunch today. We had cheeseburgers. And I did it like this, filthy. And so I got filthy doing man shit. I stayed man dirty. I went and did all the things you're not supposed to do dirty. I'm smoking my pipe, old dark fired. The T doesn't fit the motif. I get that, but I'm trying to appease Mark here, okay? But I did man stuff today, and it really led me to the thing I want to talk about is, when did it become okay? When did we become complacent with the concept of being a man is not cool anymore? I mean, that's just bullshit, and we just need to call bullshit on it. And I think one of the ways we're actually being complicit with it is by our desire to not offend people anymore. I don't mean the general public, I mean people around us. Our spouses, our kids' friends, our kids' spouses, people in the workplace. When did it become not okay to be a guy smoking a pipe, but it's okay to be a soy boy with a man bun on trans hormones smoking weed in public? How the hell did that happen? I think part of it is we're kind of allowing it to happen. And I'm kind of ready to start speaking out on things like that. I think it's okay to say, I have an opinion and a set of beliefs that are in my core, and I've run my life on them. And it's okay to have these opinions and these beliefs, and it's okay to talk about them. I'm not asking for anyone in the conversation or the debate to take my opinion. I'm not asking for that. I'm not even asking for you guys to share my opinion. I suspect many of you do, and we've become what's sort of become known as the silent majority out here. I think it's okay to call them illegal aliens, to call people who have come into our country illegally. It's okay to call them illegal aliens. I'm not saying everyone has to call them that, but I think it's okay if I call them that, because I believe that's what they are. I think it's okay to state that our allowing that many as we are, is actually tearing at the fabric of the United States, and is that in fact tearing at the fabric of most of the countries in the Western world. And we seem to be willing to stay quiet about that rather than state my belief. So I'm stating my belief. I believe most of the countries in the Western world are losing their identity, losing their heritage, losing what made them great countries because of how they're treating their borders and treating their illegal aliens. We seem to be on this kick of everyone deserves a great life, and we should ruin everybody's life to try to make people's lives better. I think it's okay to express these opinions in public, in family conversations, with friends and family. I don't think just having these opinions is wrong. I don't think merely expressing them in part of a conversation is wrong. But our society seems to have gone down that road. I think it's okay to support the Second Amendment and say not because of hunting rights, because it gives governments, and particularly our own government, a moment of pause if they choose to trample on us. And in fact, I believe the fact of how many weapons are owned by private United States citizens and the number of rounds we have, I mean, there's something on the order of 3 to 4 trillion rounds of ammunition in the hands of private citizens in the United States today. And I believe that fact gives other countries pause when they think about trying something with the United States. I believe it's okay to offend people with these statements, with these thoughts, with these beliefs, and the willingness to discuss them out loud and even publicly. I think it's okay to fight for the right to have these beliefs. Now, I have a more abrasive personality than most people. I own that statement. I know I care less about what other people think of me than most people do. I own that. I believe I'm okay with that. I'm okay with doing man shit and getting dirty honestly, and then going back into society dirty because I didn't want to go get cleaned up just because that's what everybody wants me to do. I think it's okay if someone gets in my face about it to tell them to go fuck themselves. Now I get St. Dave all upset because I use that word, but I promise you I did not use it as a filler word. I don't use it because I don't have another word to say. I mean it. I think it's okay to tell people. My wife and I actually have a little acronym. Good for you stands for GFR, right? No, GFY. See, I can't even say it right. It means go fuck yourself. My wife has actually adopted that herself. I'm not suggesting everybody has to do that. I'm not even suggesting everyone has to share my beliefs, even in here. But I believe many of you do. And I just think we should begin talking about it more so that our sons and daughters and the people around us in society know the silent majority really is tired of being silent, and it's time to take back our beaches. I know these thoughts and these beliefs, and maybe how I'm expressing them is offensive to some, even in here. But I don't care. I'm not doing it to be offensive. But if I am causing offense, it just doesn't bother me that much. I think to be a real man, we need both sides of us. You know, I took cheeseburgers over to my mother-in-law today, and we had lunch together for an hour and a half. I do that fairly often when I'm here in Maryland. I think that's good. I just think society's begun to go down too far down the road of that's what a man should be, is the nice, kind, gentle person. And we need that. But for some reason, we've broken off the be dangerous, be educated, know what you believe, know why you believe it, and be willing to talk about it. I think we need to reinstate that side and still have both. I think it's okay to be strong and to be offensive when necessary. So I think I'm going to end it here. Do it like I always do. I'm going to shut up and go ahead and get this posted. It'll probably either be my most popular video or the one that gets me shunned. I don't know which. But there, you know my beliefs. You know some of them anyway. And you're starting to get an understanding of why I hold them close. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'd like to hear some of your beliefs. I hope your reinsertion into the rat race today went well. I hope you had a good Monday. And hopefully we'll talk again tomorrow.